PlayStation has announced that they are making some updates to the PlayStation Portal. And there's also rumors of cross-buy coming into effect for PlayStation 5 games and PC games from Sony, which would be wild. First thing we're going to cover is the cloud streaming on PlayStation Portal that just kind of shadow dropped, at least to me. I had no idea this was even being worked on. I have a PlayStation Portal. I love it. Absolutely love it. But you know what I don't love? Streaming games. I've tried doing it via Xbox streaming on my Steam Deck. And first off, you need a really good internet connection. And even with that, there still can be hiccups and lag. And I don't know, call me an old school traditional gamer. When I'm playing games, the last thing I can play a game with is lag. That's just like so infuriating that it's like, no, it's just the tech is not there yet. Remember Stadia and Amazon Luna? It's like, nope. Netflix games, nope. I just physical or digital on board of the system in front of me, then we'll talk. But also, by the way, too, costing money for something that you already bought, it's like double dipping on a customer. If this was like a free add-on for the games that you owned, I'd be like, oh, okay, at least it's an extra convenience thing if I wanted to. But no way am I paying money for this in addition to it. PlayStation says cloud streaming officially arrives on PlayStation Portal today. PS Plus Premium members can now stream select digital PS5 games in their library, in addition to hundreds of compatible games from the game catalog and classics catalog. So here's the video.
Your PlayStation Portal just got a huge update. Here's what's new. Power on to a refreshed home screen.
This is already really weird that the format for the video is like an Instagram format on a Twitter and YouTube form. It's why?
Up top, you'll see 3 tabs: Remote Play, Cloud Streaming, and Search. Let's jump into cloud streaming. PlayStation Plus Premium members can now use cloud streaming for compatible digital PS5 games they already own directly on their PS Portal. Open streaming games in your library to see every digital PS5 title you own that supports cloud streaming. Browse streaming games in PlayStation Plus for the catalog of streamable games.
It does, I mean, to be honest, it does give extra versatility to the PlayStation Portal. But again, personally, I would not be utilizing this feature at all. But for people that are interested in it, at least it's available now. That's nice.
Or simply head to search and look up any game that supports streaming on PS Portal. If you don't have the entitlement to stream a game, a QR code pops up. Scan with a mobile device to view the game in the PlayStation app or on a web browser. Found your game? Hit stream and jump straight in. Let's take a look at some enhancements to the overall experience.
Of course. Goes to your tag. They got to push this everywhere.
3D audio is now enabled for cloud streaming and remote play with a compatible audio device. You can now make in-game purchases while streaming. Grab what you need without leaving the session. You can now press the PS button to open the quick menu, giving you easy access to settings. Accessibility also gets a boost. There's a new screen reader, and you can increase text size when using cloud streaming. Receive game invites from friends that are playing the same game during cloud streaming, and join a multiplayer session directly from the quick menu. You can now protect your device by setting a passcode for your PS Portal. Need a quick connection check? Open network status to see your current quality. Update now and discover more ways to play.
I mean, cool update. Literally nothing there that I care about or will change how I experience playing on my Portal. I still love my Portal, don't get me wrong, but nothing here is blowing me away. King Thrash, the gatekeeper, says, fuck you. That's a different way to say what I'm thinking. Don't charge me to play games I paid for on a device I paid for. Fuck premium. Fuck cloud. I should be able to play the games I already paid for without a monthly charge on your highest tier. And you know what? He's right. He's absolutely right. This is why I look at it like, oh, and I know people would fight back and be like, well, you don't have to take advantage of it. It's a premium feature that they've added in. Is it? Is it? Because I'm not going to take advantage of it. Even if it was something that was free, I'd be like, it's nice that it's there, but I don't really plan on using it. But the fact that they're trying to like sell this as a bonus if you pay more money and encouraging people to go all digital. It seems like that's what they're doing with like everything. You know what? It doesn't even stop there, because I don't like the direction that Sony's been doing with variable pricing too. That's a whole nother thing that we're going to talk about in this video. But before we even get to that, something that is interesting and potentially a good thing that people will take advantage of. Pirate Nation says PS5 PC cross-buy. It's happening. Sony could be giving up on exclusives. Everything may be day one on PC. And this is from Amethyst. New symbols will be added soon, website and tool. But here's some nice new features from PlayStation. Yes, some are old, others are unseen. A kind of echo mode, PS5 PC games, and then the big one, cross-buy. So that is a massive deal. Massive deal. Because the last thing I'm going to want to do is buy a game on my PS5 and then have to buy it again on Steam or something. Like, if I can get it for both in one shot, the value there is so much better that I'm like, yeah, I would consider that. That's interesting. Tom Henderson says PS5 and PC cross-buy option has been discovered and verified. And he says, we could finally be getting PS5 and PC cross-buy capabilities as the symbol has been discovered in the PlayStation Store data. While it's not official, the new report means that PlayStation is testing the waters with PS5 and cross-buy, and owners of both platforms could be in for dual entertainment sooner rather than later. For the longest time, Xbox and PC owners have been able to cross-buy purchases, meaning you can buy a game on Xbox and play the title on PC and vice versa, which is amazing, by the way. I did that with Halo Infinite, and I don't even own an Xbox. I was just like, yeah, I'll play it on PC. If a new report is accurate, PC players might be about to get the best of both worlds. News first broke on November 4th. The symbol's been discovered by Amethyst. They said these, which I already read already. Message showed the symbols, and there it is right there. It was a big yet confident statement, but there's been a fair amount of trepidation about the potential claim. However, reliable outlet Deal Labs has done some testing in the matter. We decided to conduct our own investigation. The new symbols discovered, but essentially the date of the edition. The ever-reliable Bilby Kuhn described how they were inserting special characters in the About section of the PlayStation Network account, and the result does indeed show that these symbols actually exist. I would lean towards this is happening, and for at least customers, it's a good thing. I look at it as a positive, personally, because it gives more flexibility to the customer. And at the end of the day, I think that's really all people should be caring about. But you know what? Flexibility I don't love is stuff like this. Pirate Nation on X says, this is crazy. Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition, $19.99 on sale from $100. This other one, Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition, $14.99. So you save more money. What? Wait, what's going on here? Was excited to finally purchase until I realized the price was lower on my wife's account. My wife doesn't play much, and so buying it on her account may not be the best decision to keep everything easily accessible for me. Seeing this soured me on buying it quite a bit. And for reference, same region, same PlayStation, same currency, etc. This is what I've been kind of warning about over the past, I don't know, year or so when it comes to AI. Like, with all the benefits that AI is presenting to people, it also is a double-edged sword because it is enabling more data aggregation for these companies to be able to use against you. Be like, oh, you like that? You really like that? Oh, okay. For you, because we know you like that, it's actually going to cost you more. And for other people that they may like it, they're not sure, but we really want to try to get a sale on them, we'll actually lower it for them. This is variable pricing, and it's coming to PlayStations near you. And I know Microsoft and Xbox have already dabbled in this, but my goodness, this in itself should scare everybody. I don't love the idea of it. This is the official post on Reddit. It says, was excited to finally purchase until I realized the price was lower on my wife's account. This is crazy. Richard says, this needs to be illegal. I thought it was. In some places, not others. Let me guess. America, freedom to gouge your customers. Legal in the US, illegal in the EU. So for all the things that I knock the EU and UK to an extent as well for with lack of freedoms, they do seem to lead the world in consumer protections, which is why Stop Killing Games is trying to start there with what they're doing. But I will tell you guys, the direction that this is going, there needs to start being laws against it before AI starts completely taking advantage of said gamers. Insider Gamer, PlayStation's rumored dynamic game pricing surfaces again. Dynamic prices continues to be a touchy subject across all forms of media, and PlayStation owners are seeing more alleged evidence of Sony utilizing the concept to give players different deals and prices for the same game. It's fair to say that dynamic pricing is nothing new, although the concept has hit mainstream in recent years due to the escalating cost of concert tickets. Oh, don't get me started on those. Whereas all tickets used to be set price, dynamic pricing means a venue or a service can change the prices of the same seats according to the market. This means you could end up paying more or less for the seats of the same band or bracket, for example. Trend seems to have crossed over into gaming. PlayStation dynamic game pricing first spotted in 2024. Almost a year later, it shows no signs of stopping. And you know what's curious about this? They're trying to do it insidiously. They're like inserting it into their platforms, not announcing it, not making any public statements, no press release, no big bells and whistles. They're doing it underhandedly because they know people don't want this. They know it's anti-consumer to do it. It's very sneaky. Reddit user DarXIV shared a post, which is the one I already went over with the Red Dead Redemption. Dynamic pricing in gaming in the store presumably use calculated algorithm, seeing the types of games you play, how long you play them for, how much you spend on games, how long you've had a game wish listed for, etc. Oh, that's the other thing. That's going to impact my habits as a customer, where I'm like, I don't want to put a game on my wish list because that's going to tell them that I want it more. So they're going to keep the price higher for me because it's on my wish list. Potentially. They're likely big determining factors on your dynamic prices that Sony is clearly intent on continuing with. Is dynamic pricing wrong in all walks of life? Should it be the same price for everyone? Yes. Yes, it's wrong in all walks of life. Yes, it should be the same price. Yes. What the fuck? Yes. What? How's that even a question? What? It's a heated topic. Yeah, because everyone agrees that this is the same thing should be for everyone. What the fuck? And one we want to hear your opinion on. There you go. So shout out to Insider Gaming for the heads up in the story on that. But yeah, that's basically the story with what's going on with PlayStation right now. Quite the mixed bag of things that are transpiring, but nothing necessarily exciting for me outside of the cross-buy. And even that, based off the games they have upcoming, I'm not going to be losing my shit over. But yeah, Sony is making moves, and curious to see what you guys have to say about it. So let me know in the comments about any of these things, and I'll leave that one right there.